There we go. With any luck, that's fixed it. And we're not eating up the CPU, which is a good thing, so... output, let's see. Right, apologies for that, everybody. We have returned. Just double checking, because with any rate, I think that hopefully, that's fixed the problem. Ooh, yeah, that's running much smoother. There we go, look at that. He was saying, and then starts moving, and it immediately slows down a bit. But for the most part, we have gained some frames back, which is nice. I like having frames, it makes my life easier. So yeah, I think... Okay, so, don't use software encoding. It's a bad thing. It steals all the CPU, and then both the game and the computer get unhappy. Might even be able to run slightly higher settings. I know, that's horrifying. We'll try it with medium everything. We'll see how this goes. We are just back to square one. We'll set the upscale to quality. We'll try apply. Ooh. Keep that custom. If the game reckons medium is best, huh? It would be right. Doesn't look... Well, admittedly, I think with the encoding and the compression over onto Twitch, that's probably about fine. Looks a bit looks a bit janky for me, but it's running smoothly and we're good. So I will take it. Oh, I think I fixed the bad frames problem for when I'm streaming, Chalky.
Oh.
For some reason, Streamlabs decided to swap back to software encoding, which isn't a good thing because it eats up my CPU. Like, the last few streams, Streamlabs, I've set it so it tells me how much of my CPU is being used at any given moment. So currently, about 17% is being used, and that kind of flickers around as I'm doing things, and based on what's rendering and what the PC's doing. Occasionally, Streamlabs likes to remind me it exists by changing the encoding settings, so how it's encoding and like sending the fucking what it's seeing over to Twitch and whatnot. I believe that's how that works. From hardware to my actual graphics card, NVIDIA thing doing it, to software encoding, which means the CPU does the entire thing, and the CPU doesn't like this. Because when it's CPU encoding, CPU usage jumps to fucking 50% and sits there comfortably. But it means everything runs like shit. So, like, fucking sound dashboard on my browser doesn't particularly work very well.
What are you talking to?
Oh, bollocks.
Yes, very serious issues. Dropping frames and streaming. Hello.
Hello. What? Was that your mother coming to check on you?
Yes, because I apparently sounded very serious.
Yes. I know it's worked because the Stadium, which I was getting about 15 to 18 FPS, is now 30 and 40 comfortably.
Oh, nice. You've no longer got
Streaming.
dog shit frames.
If I see the ice cream ban, I will yell.
No, run because I'm at work. So,
Okay.
But, like, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
We need a I am streaming.
Oh yeah, you can get like digital LED ones, so you can flick it. Like I can have like a button on the desk, so I can press it and it will turn it on and say live or something.
Do that.
I'll say last I checked they were innately expensive, but it might have gone down a lot since the last time I checked because technology does that.
Yeah.
It depreciates like politicians. Yes, politicians depreciate. Look at Winston Churchill. Anyway.
Honestly, implying Winston Churchill was ever a good politician.
I don't know. He did all right in the Second World War.
No. He was a good commander of. What's the position called?
Commander-in-Chief or what have you.
Yeah, he was a good commander-in-chief. He was an absolute dog shit peacetime politician.
Oh yeah, no, he's awful
So
peacetime
so
politician.
Despite how much of a reputation he built up during World War II, he got ousted several times.
Well, yeah, I'm not exactly surprised. Like, let's be honest. Also, a lot of people forget the whole disaster at Gallipoli, you know, where, like, I think it was something ludicrous, like 750,000 Anzac troops were massacred in the Gallipoli landings and subsequent retreat, when there was a complete communications breakdown. He was in charge.
He was.
A young Winston Churchill oversaw the entire
Gallipoli.
that one operation. It's his fault so many troops got massacred and that he carried that through with it. If that's not a fucking learning curve, I don't know what is. It's just accidentally massacred hundreds of thousands of people, learns from it, successfully leads the nation through the Second World War. Like, sure, he was a bit of an asshole, but that's a hell of a character arc.
A massive racist.
Oh, definitely a massive racist.
Like, if we're talking competitive racism of the era, it would be
Competitive
on par with some
racism!
of the other.
Is that like an Olympic event which they don't do anymore?
Yeah, that was the 1938 Olympics. Hosted in Germany.
And now we come to the competitive racism. Thank you. Now we go over to our colleague Steve, who's handling the competitive racism. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to show you the next bit because of the contents.
It's just like, we have censored where appropriate, and it's a black screen, and all you can hear is beep, 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 beep. Like, every time a word would be like,
No, but you know, elevator.
Transmitting Morse code.
You know, elevator music just. It's just that's playing the entire time, just like in big.
Music, that was the fucking Baby Bell theme.
It's the only thing I could think of. It's just like. Just in big bold letters at the front on the screen. It's just, we're terribly sorry, but due to legality concerns, we can no longer air this bit of the broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Man, even at dog shit quality graphics, fucking Horizon Zero Dawn still looks amazing. Like, it's set on medium at the moment. Pretty much everything's on medium, and even at dog shit quality, I say dog shit. With even with low graphics, this game still looks fucking impressive. Genuinely quite impressive what Sony did with this game, because fucking Horizon Forbidden West is the same. Like, even when you've got your graphics quality low, they still made it so a PS4 could comfortably run it, and the game looks good. So you don't have to choose between playability and what's the other one? Content almost. I don't remember the word. English is not a language. English is 3 languages in a trench coat stabbing other languages in back alleys and stealing any verbs.
Ich spreche ein bisschen Gas.
What?
Clear that up later.
I speak a bit of English.
Oh, okay. I speak none, and I've been speaking it for 21 years. The most advanced bit of German I can say is "Sprechen Sie Deutsch." That's it. I don't even know what it means. I'm really bad at other languages.
I think the most odd German term I can think of is I know the entirety of the song "Ficken" in German.
What?
The German song "Ficken." It's a song which is just filled with a lot of euphemistic terms, and the entire thing is just. It was written by a band in Germany explicitly because of proposed morality laws. Do you know what morality laws are?
Is it
The
laws?
American thing.
Isn't it? It's either something to do with how depressed people are legally allowed to be before the state has to officially get involved, or it's the state or how the state defines murder and whether or not it's a family-friendly activity.
No, it's morale.
Okay.
Morality laws are laws explicitly based upon the concept of this is the thing we have because this is what morality says. For example, some things that could be considered morality laws are things like ESRB. Other things which could be considered morality
Except
laws...
Except ESRB are really
are
dog shit at their job because you've got 7 or 8 year olds playing GTA 5. But
alternatively, the ESRB is a good example of a morality law.
Yeah.
A bad example of a morality law is something like the Don't Say Gay bill.
Oh, that's a really awful... Yeah, no, that's in fact doing the opposite. It's an anti-morality law.
No. Morality law means we have chosen this law explicitly because this is what our morality says. A lot of the time it's used to justify religious laws, such as the Jim Crow laws were explicitly morality laws.
What? No, I'm sorry. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, you see the issue with the concept of morality laws, or laws in which are this way because this is what morality says.
Oh my god, really? That's...
Yeah.
Okay. The Jim Crow laws were awful. I'm not disagreeing with that. The only thing I find innately amusing about the Jim Crow laws is when United States military police officials try to have their MPs enforce the Jim Crow laws in the United Kingdom. Which, for those who are watching either in VOD format or on Twitch, who are unaware about the Jim Crow laws, the Jim Crow...
You were streaming and I went into a conversation about morality laws. Oh god!
It's educational. It'll be fine. I'll get bonus points.
Hey, talking so
Hi, Ash.
I woke up and looked at the Asphalt server, right? And there was a very interesting conversation happening there.
Very much. This is all going out onto the internet.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, there is the Fallout Ashfall Discord for the Fallout Ashfall project, which was a Miami-based Fallout New Vegas total conversion mod. It used to be led by someone called Ashfall Dude. This is now led by someone called Cellblock Psycho. I, Chalky the Punk, applied as just sort of a casual application that I am a scripter, and was like, oh, well, if you need a scripter, I can do some work if you want. To the point that Cellblock then was like, no, we're not actively looking for anyone at the moment. And Fresh, a member of his team, and perhaps one of the most competent members of the current Ashfall team,
Which is kind of
was
scary,
like,
to be honest.
yeah, we don't have a scripter. To which I then fucking put a wheeze emote. You know the classic
Yes.
of the guy pounding the table and wheezing. He's like, maybe in the future, but at the moment, we wouldn't have anything for you to do. Fresh then responds with, there's quite a bit. We need someone good at making quests, doing stuff. You're the only one who can really do that currently, Sal. Wouldn't hurt to get another knowledgeable person on the project. And then responds to there's quite a... to his own thing of there's quite a bit that can be done, with just several examples of things that they haven't done yet because they don't have the manpower or skill.
Oh my god.
It's like the basement, the radio station.
I might need one of you to tell me when people join, because I've got Streamlabs up on my other screen, which means I can't see Discord, and Streamlabs automatically turns on streamer mode in Discord, which means the sound of like people joining the channel or me muting myself doesn't play. So I am essentially playing balls to the wall, guessing whether or not I'm muted in Discord half the time. I have no way of knowing without tabbing out.
I'm just looking at this whole conversation.
I'm definitely making a fucking funny moments video out of a few streams of this bit's going in it. We're just casually talking about morale laws and the Jim Crow laws and really intense, really heavy political stuff.
Yeah, it's just, and then immediately tangenting into, do you know who else likes the Jim Crow? No, that actually bothers.
It wasn't even, do you know who else likes the Jim Crow? It was US military. I'm trying to tell the story of how US military police officers were trying to enforce those laws in England whilst the US was deployed over here, and all that ended up happening was every single white American serviceman got banned from every single bar, every single pub, every single club in the towns they went to, purely on the basis of the racism that they were trying to fucking subscribe the nation to. And no one was having it. That's all I was trying to say.
You know who probably also would like Jim Crow laws? Shadow Raven Studios.
Allegedly. Alleged pedophile Shadow Raven Studios would allegedly like the Jim Crow laws. He allegedly stole models from Fallout Brotherhood of Steel to make his own armor pack.
Oh, my fucking heart rate, Jesus Christ.
That is completely untrue, but I like bringing up the matrons from Brotherhood of Steel.
Here's a screenshot
That's gonna
I
eat
have
me.
of his YouTube comments where he's talking about how cool Lolly is, by the way. Just unrelated to everything.
Is this with the thing where he also was like, no, that's not child pornography? It's like,
yeah, this is in the comments of that
nobody
same
even
video.
accused you of that. You have just pulled that out of your own.
Yeah. No, this is in the comments of a new video where he's like showing off that he has like feet pictures in his Discord server.
I would like to point out before I am cropped out of context here, this is a quotation, and I quote, "Well, there is no issue with Lolly Show unless it is controversially banned in the country, in which case that guy did was a swatting threat." What the? What? Sorry, the first thing there is, what the fuck is that formatting? The second is, there is something wrong with that. That's a child. I don't care if you've drawn the child, that's a child.
Yeah, a drawing of what? A drawing of what?
A drawing of what?
I'm not sure I want to tab out and have a look at this. What the fuck? Ashford?
A drawing of what?
Ash, what have you found?
This is just a screenshot from Shadow Raven Studios' comments section about the Ashfall War.
Alleged evidence of alleged anti-woke, alleged Shadow Raven Studios.
Fucking wokeness, I swear to God.
That he allegedly thinks that
it's in DM.
isn't allegedly bad.
Yes, it is! Lolicon is inherently bad!
Not just one instance of it, two instances right next to each other. So close to each other that they can fit in one screenshot.
And this kind of unrelated to TV tropes has deleted any articles on the trope pages on the anime / manga series discussion of magical girls, calling the series CP because clearly mere lines on sheet of paper count to real life children. I wouldn't know anything about that for years ago out of the realms of TV watching. Back in the day, I used to be an avid TV watcher. Also, does he mean, by TV, does he just mean like generically streaming? Because I know that's explicitly like a Crunchyroll thing.
Jesus Christ.
I just...
Jesus Christ.
you'd think his response to like somebody in his comment section going, "Oh yeah, by the way, someone deleted all the articles on this show because it was child pornography," and then goes on to say like, "Oh, trying to like make that out as if the accusation is not only wrong but also there's no problem with child porn." You think his response to be, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, I don't know what the hell like gushing over magical girls is, but like if somebody told me, "Oh, the whole series was removed because of like horrible shit," and then that same person went on to act like that horrible shit isn't like a big deal, I don't know, man. I would assume that would be pretty fucking bad.
I mean, for Christ's sake, it's in the sodding name. The name is enough of a fucking red flag. It's stopped an F1 race.
See, I only know what it is because it was like, when you go onto a fucking streaming app and it's like, here's the top shows that have been streamed this week, and it's like in the top 5 most commonly streamed shows, and it's like, I think it was like Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, that, Attack on Titan. Like it was very highly streamed for some reason.
Remember that fucking thing Netflix tried to make? I can't remember what it's called. It was about those fucking. It was like kids they essentially were forcing to do ballet. It was the really creepy one.
Oh.
Cuties, that's what it was called. That was fucking. It sounds. That anime sounds about on the same level of creepy as Cuties, because holy fuck, the executive who suggested that should have been fired. I really hope he was.
Okay, no, because this is where I actually have to bring up that old fucking shit.
Oh no.
Legitimately, no, because his thing is based on a book.
Oh god, that makes it
about
work.
The exploitation of the pageant industry.
That makes some sort of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Which, in the context of they're basing it off a book of the exploitation of children in pageantry, yes, that's fine. Did they have to fucking code the thing to be so fucking creepy?
Okay. The name is also it's a direct translation from French. The creepiest language.
Oh my. Okay, well, I'm not sure you're allowed to say that on the internet.
Allegedly the creepiest language.
I'm not sure putting allegedly in the front makes it any better.
This is my emotional support, allegedly.
Your emotional support, allegedly.
Yeah.
I wasn't born an anime fan. I just, I thank the Lord for that sort of thing, I took so long to get that bit out.
At least you weren't an Attack on Titan fan when the fucking episodes in the manga of Life on the fucking island with what was it called, the Marleys or something, whatever they were called, fucking came out, and it just fucking. Pardon? What'd you say, Ash?
The fuck did you say?
Don't you mean anime books?
Is that a joke? Because you're from the deep south, so it might actually be a legitimate thought.
I really want to hit you right now.
It was a joke. No, it's just don't worry about it. I'm not that sheltered. Just the other.
I'll be honest, it is kind of hard to tell sometimes whether you're joking, because of where you live in the States. It is a bit hard to tell whether or not you're sheltered or you're joking. It's a bit concerning.
One time, I did a similar joke once where somebody mentioned like katana sword and said, "You mean anime swords?" And, like,
you could feel Chalky getting gradually more and more irritated every time you say something like that.
It pains me in my heart of the cards.
Oh my goodness, I just thought of a new Vegas mod idea. Rename katanas to anime swords.
So instead of whatever the fucking flaming sword's called, it's just called flaming anime sword.
Spicy anime sword, yeah.
What, the shish kebab?
Yes, that's the one, the shish kebab.
Yeah.
Who fucking named it the shish kebab? It was fucking entertaining.
I swear there are katanas in fucking New Vegas.
There's also Summon Gunrunner's Arsenal. I'll make it. It's just make this as modular as popular for the however many people who don't have Gunrunner's Arsenal. I'll make it so that you don't require it to.
Please also make it so that make one for Fallout 3, which changes what's his fucking name, like Koji?
Yeah.
Changes his armor to be anime armor.
Anime RPS.
No, because also he just has to be anime man.
No,
Can I
I'll do
point
that.
out that the
Actually,
fucking
I'll
in
do
Fallout 3, the Citadel feels very much, you know, like the fucking high school animes. Those, it's all very
Okay.
silly. That's the kind of vibe I get from the Citadel whenever I'm there in Fallout 3. It's ridiculous. It's like, I get you're supposed to be like a serious military organization doing your best for the wasteland, but for Christ's sake, some of your highest ranking individuals are called Star Paladins. I cannot take someone whose military rank is Star Paladin seriously.
Yeah, their military rank is Star Paladin, but their actual like title is Seneschal.
Oh, for God's sake, really?
Yeah, Star Paladin Cross's actual title is Seneschal.
That
What is that?
that sounds like something an Ewok's gonna yell at me before I
it's a
drop
fucking
kick the
real
fucking
term.
thing.
A Seneschal is a military general adjunct to a member of nobility.
No, it cannot be. You
The
can't.
Seneschal of Lion. Yeah.
No.
Fucking, like, military representative.
That's just as bad as when I found out stonks was a word actually used in the armed forces. Fucking hell. Stonks was supposedly a word used in the armed forces. I don't know if it's still used these days, but it's essentially talking about mortars. Specifically mortar rounds, so you have a barrage of mortar stonks.
Wait, are katanas only a thing in the Gunrunner's Arsenal DLC? I didn't realize.
I think so.
Oh.
Well, fuck the poor people, I guess. For context, that is a joke.
Because it was,
I guess I'm
it
not
was a
stealing anything.
corruption of the, I think, Stokes mortar, the British trench mortar.
Yep.
And so when firing multiple Stokes, it'd be stonks.
Yep. Very silly.
Very silly.
Metal flower,
Yeah,
metal flower,
invented
metal
by Sir
flower.
Wilfred Stonks.
Imagine going to school, private or not, with that name.
Yeah, Sir Frederick Wilfred Scott Stokes. I don't know why I'm saying it partially, he's from fucking Liverpool.
Okay, I just thought of a stupid idea, but I don't know enough programming to know if this is possible, so hear me
Oh
out.
no.
I know
What
enough to tell you.
Have it so that only if your character has low intelligence, it's called anime sword in the game. So like, if you're a low intelligence character, they're just renamed.
You would have to have two separate weapons. And every single individual spawn in the entire spawn list is adjusted for you having low intelligence. Which does mean if you temporarily dip to low intelligence, you can get an anime sword and then get back your intelligence by using something like, I don't know, addictions is a pretty easy way to drive down your end. Like,
Why?
the weapon wouldn't variably change. You could have the weapon variably change in Fallout 4, so you could add a katana to Fallout 4 and have it be that if you have low intelligence, it becomes named the anime sword.
What? Why do you have an anime sword, not a katana? Because I'm an idiot. It's probably going to get me cancelled, but I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, to be honest.
3 int stab.
Well, I've just realised, why the fuck am I using my, like, really high penetration arrows when I have fucking fire arrows and these fucks are really resistant to fire? Eat some random berries I found off the floor.
Let's see here.
Oh god.
The shish kebab is technically a junk sword and not a katana, right? So I don't necessarily.
Anything's a
need to-
junk sword if you sharpen it enough, like bones, or children, or...
Okay, let's see.
a human being. You just
Or alternatively, if you blunt it enough, you take an actual sword and you just fucking hit it against a rock for a bit. Alternatively, the Blade of the West is a pretty fucking junk sword.
yeah. Except at the point anybody gets it, they've finished the game, so they don't really get
Wait.
to use it.
Or is his the Blade of the East and the Blade of the West is the ones that you get
Blade
from
of
the Marked Man?
Yeah, Blade of the West is the marked man variant.
So, yeah, because you get that off Beast.
The is marked men just like code for homosexuals? Do you reckon?
No.
It's
No.
it's just Ulysses and his harem, and the courier just gets really pissed off.
It's all the people who Ulysses has given syphilis to.
So it's just a cursed thing calling his army it's a fucking harem.
Oh god. Okay, so I'm almost done with the rename mod. I just need to save it, and then I'm trying to figure out if it's just one instance of the katana in Gunrunner's Arsenal, or if there's like multiple like different variants that I need to account for. Because
Do you
I
know
only see
what's-
the one. I'm trying to remember if there's like a unique katana that I'm
Just-
getting.
Literally just
I don't
spent
think
the
there's a
past
unique
20
katana.
fucking minutes running around the ruins of a city, picking up old fucking valuable things. It's mostly just mugs. That's literally, I've spent the last 20 minutes collecting metal flowers and mugs.
Yeah, I think because what the katana is a Gunrunner's Arsenal only weapon. I think there is no
Yeah, it sounds about
Yeah.
right.
unique variant.
Alright.
I say scrolling down the wiki. Nope. You just need to also make sure that the variants which have modifications placed on them are thingy. 'Cause
I think
don't
I'm
know
just
that
gonna make it a
usually.
regular rename mod for a meme, not necessarily going through the effort of like making a second variant of the sword and messing with the leveled lists.
Oh yeah, no, I don't actually recommend you doing that. Like that was
Yeah.
mostly the statement of you could, it would be fucked.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Now to upload this on Nexus. Screw it. And after that I'm gonna work more on the John Brown mod because I think I have most, if not all, of the interiors I need. And I have the NPCs ready. I just need to set up like dialogue and such. So I'll be right back.
Good luck.
Hey, is Nexus working for anyone else?
I don't know why I killed that. I could have override it and used it as a horse. Oh well.
Oh.
Nexus down.
Oh, I'm getting errors.
Maybe down for maintenance. I know
Yeah.
Fallout
Yeah,
76
it's
was
down
down.
for maintenance. Performing maintenance from our search service. This may affect search performance. Alright.
Why is this game so pretty? It's seriously. Honestly, I don't even remember how old Horizon Zero Dawn is. I remember it coming out, but I don't remember the year. I know it's like, in terms of like internet aging, it's fucking getting there a bit. But the fact that this game is still this fucking good looking in 24 is impressive. I do remember when Horizon Zero Dawn released that all the like neckbeards on the internet got really angry at Aloy's character design because it was like realistic body proportions. If the graphics were high enough, she had hair where there was supposed to be hair. Like, actually looked like a human being and not this like anorexically skinny fucking alien from Mars. And it really irritated the neckbeards. Oh, that's good.
Keep that for later.
nearly spilled my coffee there. That would have. Oh,
That would have been a disaster.
coffee.
Precious, precious
Ugh.
coffee. As the
Anyway.
person currently drinking Sneak.
So, let's see here. Hmm. Let's see here. So, question.
Mhm.
Have either of you played Disco Elysium?
Nope.
Yes.
Ah. Hmm. Let me check something real quick.
Out already?
Next time Disco Elysium is on sale, I'm gonna gift it to you, Lightning, and then
Okay.
I would really like for you to stream it.
Okay.
Like I genuinely think you would have fun streaming this game. So
Cool.
yeah.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm really bad at emotions and shit, so I really struggle when people are nice to me.
Between this and Arcanum, they're like two of the best role-playing games I've played all year.
Yeah.
Not all year, but like all last year technically. But yeah,
Oh, awesome.
like they are two of the best role-playing games I can recommend to anybody.
Oh,
and
awesome.
Frankly, they need more love.
I will more than happily give it to them. That sounded creepy. You know what I mean? Ah, I'm on fire. Ow. Random berries I found off the floor.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, real quick. Do I have your Steam info?
I don't know, but it is attached to my Discord profile, so you can just find it on there.
Okay, just real quick. I'm just gonna.
Oh, ow! Yes, burn, motherfucker. Nearly done, and I've cleared out this whole area.
Here they come.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just real quick.
Come on, get in, you fuck. Yes! That's a corrupted zone down. I can loot everything. Ooh, the spoils go the victor, I think is the phrase.
Okay.
As Sun Tzu would say, you ran their fade, now take their J's.
Ba, 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 ba.
Anybody who's actually read The Art of War knows that's an immediate lie and I'm full of shit.
Let's see here. Where? What the? What? Why is it not working? Hold on.
Random berries. Ooh, wait, isn't that? There we go.
I don't know what I did wrong there. So quick. One.
Ouch.
Did you get Arcanum by chance? Like a Steam notification saying I sent it to you, or?
I haven't
Oh wait.
had anything just yet, but I will let you know when it comes through.
All right.
Can't wait for him to both suffer and love Arcanum.
Oh, no, 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 go away, you didn't see me. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, I'm running away. I don't want to fight you. Nope, no, thank you. Fuck off. Take those. Yeah, it would help if I was in the right fucking area. No, I just got the email. Arcanum of
Right, nice.
Steamworks and Magic Obscura. Thank you.
Yes.
But hey, look, it's
And
a game
you-
written by Tim Kate.
Oh no.
And you're going to need this patch in order for it to work, or at least for it to be bearable.
That's reassuring.
Here's the thing: without the patch, it's really difficult to actually see what you're doing. At least in my opinion.
Oh no,
So the
that's
patch-
really concerning.
Yeah.
I have high hopes for this already.
Here's the thing: Arcanum was made when computers were a lot smaller in general. So like when you put it onto like a larger, flatter screened computer, it's like weirdly crunched up, you know. So it's yeah, just don't worry. It patches a lot of stuff, makes a lot of neat changes, adds some cut content, that kind of thing.
I fear I am making a mistake.
Trust me, you're not making a mistake. This is one of the best fantasy role-playing games that exists. Okay, this was like I guarantee you. Okay, you will not regret it.
I am looking forward to it. I just wanted to make it clear that it's always immensely reassuring when someone's like, "Here, I'm going to buy this game, but you're going to need to download this patch because otherwise it will be shit."
Honestly, good old-fashioned Deus Ex has the same issue.
Fair enough. Somewhere around here, there is a fucking thingy point.
Like legitimately, I'll say this much: I'm almost willing to like promote your stream on like the actual Twitter or something to like get more people watching. If you're playing like Arcanum or Disco Elysium, because Arcanum needs more love.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you like Arcanum by any chance there, Ash?
What?
I said, do you like Arcanum by any chance?
Oh, dude, it is one of my favorite role-playing games in general. Okay, it is absolutely amazing.
Fair enough, I will.
I played it as a racist.
It's really concerning when you're like, I'm playing it as a racist, and then you don't say anything else.
No, all I heard was
I just,
So, like, I'm really afraid what the next word was.
all I heard was, oh, I played it as a racist, and nothing else, and I don't know if there's any more context to, like, the character type, or
Honestly-
if he would just walk around yelling slurs in public.
No, it's Arcanum. Both.
Well,
Racism
it's-
is a mechanic.
Or is it just like an ODST walking around a Covenant ship going split lips? Because split
Very
lips.
fucking green skins.
Yeah, because split lips was the canonical slur. for the fucking elites. Because fucking 343 decided, no, it was Bungie even, I think. Because Bungie decided Halo was good, but it'd be better with racial slurs. Just, yes, let's have this game about humanity fighting off an alien fucking species based on a very popular book series and barely fucking surviving, right? And let's give it racial slurs because it does not have enough racial and class warfare in it.
No. I have an idea.
Oh no, that's a bad thing.
Arcanum is like Vampire the Masquerade if there was more racism.
Oh no. Oh, I've just
Which,
found Cauldron
considering Vampire
Sigma.
the Masquerade is very hard.
Hey, real quick, can you hear me? No.
No.
Oh.
Sound like you're talking from the other side of the room.
Let me explain. Let me give context, okay? I was playing as a racist dwarf who hated magic and elves so much that he turned into a serial killer that would get into fights with wizards and shoot and like gun them down with leverage.
What, so just
Did
like...
he build
just
he build
generic...
a machine that was so like technologically advanced that it, instead of like being affected by magic, created a field of normalcy in the area so magic couldn't be cast?
I couldn't get the materials for that, but I think I know.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus Christ, son fucking scrapper! Ah!
Oh yeah, the one thing I will tell you about Arcanum as a key point beforehand, you cannot go both magic and technology.
What, so it's one or the
You can
other?
go neither. Yeah, magic and technology don't play nice. That is the core rule of the universe.
I mean, it makes sense.
Because magic is about subverting the rules of the universe, and technology is about explicitly using those rules in minute detail.
Like, I would imagine magic and technology go together as about as well as radiation and circuit boards.
To be fair, actually that's a pretty good example, is radiation and circuit boards.
Just about to Chernobyl fucking rooftop this shit. Fuck off. Bad Velociraptor.
Chernobyl rooftop sounds like a cursed euphemism.
Hey honey, the kids are in bed. You want a Chernobyl rooftop? Disturbing to say, or less imagine.
Why do you never buy Russian boxes?
And... bonk! Because they're full of radiation.
Because Chernobyl fallout.
Fuck's sake! That was so terrible. And somehow funny at the same time. Alright, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna run into fucking Cauldron Sigma.
Sigma nuts.
What? No, that doesn't even make sense.
Exactly.
Has anyone ever told you you have moments of being an extremely concerning individual?
Moments?
It's even more concerning.
Yeah.
Christ. I just flung myself into the abyss. Yeah! Fucking hell. I do find it amusing when open world games that want to have as minimal fucking loading screens as possible do shit like that, where it's instead of a loading screen, it's just like a cutscene of you crossing into the area as a way for them to load the area without, like, pausing the game and doing it.
5-minute elevators in Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
Where instead it does a weird staggered thing where it puts you into a very small cell, deloads the outside and loads the new outside.
Yeah. And don't forget, this is the same company which, when Oblivion had critically fucking bad crashing issues because the console would run out of RAM, instead of trying to find a way to stop the console from running out, like try to find a way to stop the game from eating up all the console's RAM, they're just like, no, what we'll do instead, we will write a code, and this code specifically will
Increases the efficiency of the RAM of the system.
no, it tells it gives the console a very specific set of instructions, which are shut down the game, keep this icon running, which is the fucking loading screen animation, then shuts down the console, restarts the console, reboots the game, loads the last save, and then removes and replaces it with the actual loading screen, at which point it then loads you in.
Whereas I think the better option is the good old-fashioned. Hear me out. Here's my actual, like, genuine Fallout 4 idea. Have it just be that you can play one of your Pip-Boy games in a loading screen.
Yes. I'm more impressed that after 200 years, not only do those elevators still work, that they will take the space of a dog, a robot, a fucking Soul Survivor and Power Armor, whichever companion they've also got it with them.
I mean, honestly, it's like one of the things. It's one of the few things in America that's built to last.
Yeah, like they're
built by a nut job.
Yeah, a fucking elevators just everywhere. A while. Just let's put our entire lives on the line by getting into this tiny box held together by one cable.
Fun fact: no. Because the guy who created the safety system in elevators demonstrated it by standing on top of one, jumping on it, and then having somebody literally cut the physical wire that was holding it up so that it would only have the safety system to save him.
Oh my god.
He did this many fucking times. He would do this every time he'd show off the safety device that he created. And also, follow-up thing, because he was such a fucking, like, nice, like, actual fucking cool guy, he turned around and made the entire thing, like, an open technology.
Oh, well, like the guy who came up
like
with...
the guy who invented the seatbelt.
Volkswagen did that, and then when the guy who came up with insulin and realised it helped diabetics didn't patent it or anything, so people wouldn't have to pay, and thus it wouldn't have to, an absurd amount wouldn't have to be charged, except that these days an absurd amount does have to be charged, and
yeah,
I'm sure
they
he's...
have, like, things that you need to go through to get to that, like, oh, it needs to be, like, FDA approved and blah, 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 and oh, it needs to be also one of these few companies are the ones who decide, like...
Oh yes, it can't have any GMOs or HMOs or HMGs or LMGs or PPGs or BSLs or
especially not those, they're Russian.
PPSH or some kind of, like, weird fucking thing. You can't have any of this when actually, to some extent, they're a fairly normal part of eating, and by removing it, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Also, if you got rid of all GMOs from your diet, you would probably have malnutrition.
Yes! It's what it is. It's fear-mongering. It's rich and intelligent people. You just throw out big words to scare people who can't afford or can't access education, who have no clue what they mean, and so the fucking people who aren't aware that actually it's kind of good for you in specific and maintained amounts is actually vital to your ability to, like, breathe and exist and that sort of thing.
Also, fucking GMOs especially. GMOs are, like, a thing we have been doing for, like, 5,000 years. At bare fucking minimum. We've been doing it since we could, like, since we started doing agriculture, conceptually.
Like, people having access to gluten-free foods is fine, fair enough. It's a technological advancement, and there is actually a level of having food which doesn't have gluten in does help people. There is an actual benefit to it. But, like, getting rid of GMOs? Like, unless there is something I'm missing, what is the fucking point?
Do you know what a GMO is?
I know it's a fucking word, and that, at least in the States, people are like, oh, we can't have GMOs in.
GMO means genetically modified organism.
Right, I see.
GMOs aren't, like, a thing, they are a process.
But that's essentially just not natural selection, but fucking whatever.
No, it is. That's what crossbreeding is.
That's the word I was trying to find.
If you don't want any GMOs, you're not allowed lemons.
Yeah, or watermelons, or bananas.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention the whole banana thing. I think at one point bananas were like basically the size of your finger, right? And then we kept
they were fucking tiny.
Them to be bigger. So is that genetically modified or is that something else? Because it wasn't natural the way bananas are now.
Yep, that was intentionally crossbreeding, which can be classified as a form of genetic modification.
I mean, it basically is.
The word that they use for it is a bit of a dirty word because it's been attributed to humans as well, which is not great. But it is a word called eugenics.
So in
It's a
the
thing that you
context
use all the
of
time.
very specifically plant-based agriculture, yes,
And
it's.
animals as well.
I
Because
mean,
milk
yeah.
cows,
Yeah,
notably.
like it for the very specific purposes of farming, eugenics,
No,
very,
for
very,
every purpose which isn't human.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the fuck now knowing the specifics of what a GMO is makes it even more fucking baffling. Like that's literally how we have survived is by very specifically breeding and crossbreeding plants and animals to survive the conditions that they are living. For Christ's sake, you're a fucking product of GMOs. Like when you actually think about it, humans in their very fucking nature are genetically modified. The fucking gene code of one of your ancestors and the gene code of you are going to be ever so slightly different.
Now we're hunting meat.
Like, as I said, it's fear-mongering. That's all it fucking is. Ow, ow. It could be worse, I suppose. Did you ever have a teacher who would do a lesson about, like, the dangers of just not checking sources by doing something by convincing people that water with but calling it by its fucking scientific name is actually really dangerous and it should be
hydrogen monoxide.
Yes, yeah. Did a teacher ever do a lesson like that?
Which is the specific chemical in which is responsible for the most number of human deaths in history.
Yep. It's water.
Yes. It is both necessary for the way that the body processes large amounts of like internal chemicals, as well as largely being a poison if you consume too much of it.
Yeah.
Notably, there are several cases where people have not only died from poisoning, but also died that because having too much of it in their system can cause certain organs to rupture. If injected into the bloodstream, it will kill a person, like, of a large enough dose will kill a person within, like, a matter of hours. Yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah, I do find it very entertaining that it's the example used just kind of universally for teaching people the dangers of not checking sources.
I mean, like, how else are you supposed to tell if it's the right thing to pair with a meal if you don't check your sources?
That's smart ass. Fuck off, crab monster.
What's the Brotherhood scribe outfit? Oh, it's that one. The big old pouch outfit.
how's that doing?
I have a bone to pick with YouTube and Streamlabs, I guess, by extension. Because fucking the last few stream VODs have all been marked as copyright. It's not there. Isn't a strike, and the fucking thing hasn't been taken down. But like, I use Streamlabs music when I'm streaming because the music's all supposed to be royalty free, and there won't be any issues with copyright or anything. The last like 4 fucking stream VODs I've put onto YouTube have all had a fucking copyright marker
It's
put on
because
them.
People upload royalty-free music and then use that to take down other videos under copyright.
Yeah,
That's
and
the thing.
yeah.
Because then they can basically take whatever revenue there is.
Well, thankfully, I'm not reliant on this or anything for revenue yet, or I'm not sure if that will ever be the case, but that's very much a future thing. But I mean, it's kind of a scummy thing to do, and it also means for something like Streamlabs Music, which is a free resource on Streamlabs and vital for small streamers, because we'd have to pay for licensing otherwise, and that shit gets expensive really fucking quickly. And so for small streamers, a free resource like Streamlabs Music, which has a bunch of different royalty-free music and all varying genres, and you have the access to that without having to pay anything, is a really fucking helpful thing to do, because it's one less thing you have to worry about having to fork over money for, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just irritating, because it means YouTube is essentially throwing a tizzy, because, oh no, there's a tune. Fucking...
I'll be back in a minute.
Cool. Oh, I'm gonna fake that thing. Hello.
Oh, alright. Okay. So, gotta get back to work on John Brown's body. So, let's see here. Technically speaking, I have the bare minimum done when it comes to NPCs, but question. This is going to be its own standalone quest mod. Like, there's this first quest in the demo, right?
Yeah.
So what I do is I either keep it to where I have it right now, where it's just like the 2 NPCs you go to for the first quest involving, the letters being sent out and all that, right?
Yep.
Or just to pace things out a bit so it works better as its own standalone mod, I can add a third NPC somewhere in the Wasteland who, excuse me, a third person in the Wasteland who is also getting these letters, but not sure that I have enough time to add a third NPC. But wait, I have like a week from now, so I think I should be able to be fine, but I need to find out where this third NPC would live. I already have somebody in Novak, and I have somebody living in the Sharecropper's farm. Where would it be a good NCR-affiliated place to have an NPC that's relatively... Actually... would it make sense for one of these people to be like a caravaner at the Mojave Outpost, actually?
Yeah.
Maybe. Who would it... Yeah, I'll go with that. Give me one.
I still need to fucking vote today. Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to go do that.
Oh yeah, you live in the dystopian hellscape where you're forced to vote, right?
Well, no, you don't have to. It's just generally advised that you do. Wait, do you think the fucking police would, like, drag us to the polling station?
I thought you were Australian. Sorry.
I live, like, 3 or 4 hours away from fucking Chalky.
Listen, okay,
I'm not offended, I'm just impressed. I don't sound Australian at all.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologise, man. You're good, honestly. As I said, I'm not offended. I'm impressed. You're the first person I've ever met to think I was Australian. Literally everybody assumes I'm English when I'm Welsh. I grew up in South England, so I sound like I'm from fucking England.
Mm.
Right, I'm gonna find a fucking trader, and then I'll end this stream here, because I do have to go do my civic duty and vote. Because every year, 3 days from my birthday, there is an election, and this time round, it's a bloody police and crime commissioner.
Alright.
See anything you like?
You know, why is it that some things we have, like, ridiculously detailed statistics for, and then others we don't when we're purchasing them? So, okay.
Sorry, context?
When it comes to a car,
Hmm.
you know, when you go in your car and they like talk about stuff like, oh, the horsepower, the RPM, the towing limit, like all of the different kind of like numbers that people want when they're like buying a car.
Yeah.
And then you get a washing machine and it's like it spends.
Whoa,
Why do we
whoa,
not
whoa.
have the same level of like detailed statistics for like the shit which like still has important statistics? Like I want to go to buy a toilet and for them to tell me what the fucking kilogram flush strength of each one is.
The PSI of this toilet is better than anyone currently on the market.
Because also, to be fair, what is the one thing that you don't want to have to fucking stand over? And it's the toilet, is it? It's like you go for a shit, you just want it to fucking flush. So you need to know the kilogram. Like that should be the selling point. Is how fucking like strong the flush is. So,
This
you
could
may be
flush a
thinking of that because
baby.
I know that earlier you have gotten like you've gotten a new toilet installed, haven't you?
Yep.
And the issue is it's got like a smaller U-bend.
Yeah, it's
So
lower
so
down.
the minimum.
It's lower down,
Yeah.
which in a house full of people who are disabled is immediately an issue, myself included, in that disability bit. And because it's a cheaper fucking casting than the old one, because the old one was installed, I don't know, 50s, who fucking knows how old that toilet is, because it is a cheaper casting, the U-bend is smaller.
Mm-hmm.
No!
See, these are important statistics.
Yes. Oh, I just need to go get the door, hang on.
Good luck.
And like, I have to bring my ID to vote, and it's a fucking faff.
Yep.
Ooh, I kept meaning to buy one of those. I'll go later. What weapons have they got? Ooh, Rattler. Nah, I don't need it. Everything's kind of mediocre.
I'm heading for the border.
I've never left our sacred land. Just the Meridian.
How did the cops...
Slave labor. But the new...
Well, I'll be off. I hope business picks up.
Thanks.
Right. And now, I'm going to press a button. So, should be stream. Yes, I am. So, good stream. We actually got a decent amount done. I'm only ending it a bit earlier than I usually would tonight because I've got to go vote, and that's a faff. So yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed. I know I have. I apologise for the inconsistency this week. We've all been a bit under the weather. So as per usual, this will go up onto YouTube, as will the last VOD if I haven't done that already. I don't think I have, but I will check. Yeah, awesome. Right, I wish you the very best wherever you are in the world, all of you. I'm going to love you all. I'm going to leave you all. Bye for now.